Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. Let me set up this room real quick and then we can get started. So today is July 21st. It is Wednesday, halfway through the trading week. So let's power through the rest of this week. Let me get this going right here. It's all set up. Looks like we're pretty much good to go. All right, let me send out the Zoom link to you guys here in the premium. And then I'll send out the YouTube link right after. So you guys did pretty good this far. I'll show you guys the profits that you guys, or some of you guys made overnight, but you guys started off the trading week or the trading day pretty solid. Let's get this sent over here. There we go. Let me just get this on the YouTube as well. So. Start letting people into the room. All right, cool. Let me just get this YouTube link out as well, and then we should be good to go. Let's see, it's 6:15 right now. We have 15 minutes to market open, so we have a lot of time. I'm on a little earlier than usual today, so we can take our time analyzing things. So let me just see. Everything's good right there. So there. Oops, open it up here. All right, let me just get this posted right there. And then one last place to post it would be the indices group. All right. So it looks pretty solid here. I think everything's pretty much posted up. Looking over at, let's see. Yeah, looking over at the US 30, I mean, everything looks pretty bullish for the most part. Looking at the fundamental bias over here for the futures, it's up 138 points. The 10-minute is also bullish right here. Looking at the 3-minute, also bullish right there, and 1-minute, also bullish right there. We can tell by looking at the price. Price is currently above the pivots. The trend meter is green. Same with the 3-minute, same situation. And lastly, for the 10-minute, same situation there. Our last confirmation on the technical side would be the 1 hour right here. Same situation. Price is above the pivots. Trend meter is green. So everything is pointing towards the upside, and we'll have to wait and see how the market opens in the next 14 minutes. Once we get the confirmation of how it's moving, we can determine, what direction we decide to take this trade. So let me go ahead and take a look at the profits from this morning. You guys did pretty solid. Just looking over at everyone's profits. So Alec over here, you can see Alec took about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 15 trades. He made about 1,315 today this morning. Pre-market for Angela. She said trades in pre-market Asia. I hope today is as good as yesterday. Happy trading. So yeah, Angela over here locked in 1,364 in profit already. These are from last night during Asia session and pre-market today. So she took 2 trades for US 30, 1 trade for GJ, all wins. Looking over here at C-Suit took 3 US 30 buys right here. Looks like he locked in a total of 9,840 off this account. And then off his other account, he made 1,448 trading US 30 4 times over here, or 5 times, sorry. Other than that, looks like C-Suit traded all throughout the night. His other account too, he locked in some pretty solid profit. It's like a double post. I'll delete that. And I think, yeah, so it looks like last night, C-Suit was only at like 780 around 9 p.m. last night during Asia session. And then he held it till this morning and he locked in a ton of profit off that one trade that he let running. So yeah, pretty solid so far for the most part. I think that's it for this morning. Not sure if I missed anything else here that you guys posted. I don't really see anything here, but pretty solid profits overall for everyone here. So other than that, I think we're good. So everything's all posted up. Now, the only thing we'll be looking for is the fundamental confirmation. So we have the technical confirmation here for the bullish bias. We just need to confirm it on the fundamental side once the market opens in 12 minutes. So we have some time here. There's no rush. Let's see. I'm going to pull up the chat over here, see who's in here. Nice, nice. All right, cool. And morning, Jeff. Morning, Miles. Morning, Matt. Morning, Peter. Morning, iPhone. Morning, Taryn. Morning, Angela. Morning, Alkin. Morning, Kenny. Morning, Gactive. Morning, Robbie. Morning, everybody. So, all right, looks like everybody's making their way in. I did start a little early today, so it looks like people are still making their way in the next couple minutes. So, we'll pretty much wait for the for the market to open before we really take any leaps. On the 10-minute over here, I'm going to draw some zones to identify, where the rejection points might be, or if there might be any scalps available, right? Any snipe entries. So I'm going to go ahead and draw these zones right here just in case. I'm not going to take any entries right now, but just in case if I do see something, we'll have these already marked up so that we can identify exactly where price is going to be moving to. All right, it's pretty solid right here. All right, that's all I really need. Price is like way up here, so the ones down here are pretty relevant. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Yeah, it looks like there weren't any entries so far this morning. Just trying to see if there's anything that we could have possibly taken. Yeah, no snipe entries here at all. Yeah, nothing at all even yesterday. So it looks like there was a couple yesterday, but for the most part, there weren't really too many that were that were available here. Hey, morning, Amber. Morning, everybody. So we're just gonna wait for this to open up now. Hey, Smokes. Morning, Joseph. Morning, everybody. Yeah, we got about 10 minutes to market open. So just looking at this here, going back to my analysis, if you guys are just joining, our analysis for the technical side for US 30 is bullish. The reason for that is because price is above the pivots. The trend meter is green here. On the 10-minute, on the 3-minute, same situation. Price is above the pivots. The trend meter is also green right here. And for the 1 minute, same situation again. Price is above the pivots and the trend meter is also green. So looking at that right there, this would have been a nice scalp right here if anyone caught that. This just happened about 6 minutes ago. It was too late, so I wouldn't even caught it even if I had the opportunity to, because it's just too close to open. But if you guys caught this right here, this would have been a solid 3-minute scalp right there using the pivot strategy. You could have locked in a quick little profit right there in like about 3 minutes or so. So that's one entry that was available right there. Other than that, I don't really see anything else that's available here. So we missed that, but it's all right. I wouldn't have taken it anyways because it's too close to the to the market open. Same with the 1 minute over here. This came up around the same time, 6:08. So if you guys saw that at 6:08, this would have been a full TP right there off the 1 minute using the pivot strategy. All right, we still got about 8 minutes to market open. So we got some time right here. Yeah, Kip said CC fell asleep, but it worked out well. No, exactly. I saw his message too. Luckily he played on in his direction because that could have easily went the opposite way. And I was looking at Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin's crashing down like pretty heavy right now. I didn't realize how much it dropped from April. Like since April, it's just been a strong downtrend right here. I don't really mess with Bitcoin though, so it doesn't really matter to me. But it's just curious to see how it's been moving because a lot of people were hyping it up like early in the year, right? So I'm sure you guys have like those friends who are just hyping up Bitcoin, calling themselves like Bitcoin experts and stuff. And then once it started crashing in April, I just started to notice that a lot of people who kept hyping up Bitcoin just became like really quiet. Like either they lost all their money or I don't know what happened, but I remember like a lot of people making a lot of noise about Bitcoin earlier on in the year. See, the thing with Bitcoin is it's all speculation, guys. Like it's kind of hard to really determine how it's going to move. Like with US 30, it's easy because we trade this every day. It's, it's the same smooth movement every day. For Bitcoin, it can easily like go the opposite way at any moment because there's really no structure there. It's all speculation. So yeah, hopefully you guys aren't in this. or if you guys are, hopefully you guys are short. Anyways, going back to US 30 over here. Everything looks pretty solid. I'm just gonna wait for it to open in the next 7 minutes. Looking at the Forex pairs over here, I did have a couple pairs that were marked up. So, it's not that I haven't been trading or I haven't been looking at the Forex pairs. It's just the way that the market's moving right now. It's just moving too slow. There's no entries available, right? I have this marked up here. I was gonna call this for you guys, but I wasn't sure if it was really solid or not because it started to retrace up a bit. Same with odd CHF over here. I was gonna call this for a late entry to catch it as it swings back down. But these are just risky trades, right? I don't like giving out losing trades, guys. Like all the trades I give you guys almost always hit. So, I mean, for the most part, we generally try to, keep it to a minimum unless it's like an absolute certain trade. I do have a couple trades here that I marked up yesterday that actually hit and were pretty solid. Like this one right here. I was going to call this for you guys on Sunday, but I didn't. And it actually hit TP right there. So that would have hit TP. I was going to call this for you guys, but it was going against the trend. There's a lot of trades here that were like maybe trade that I was going to call for you guys, but I'm not going to call a trade that I'm not like 100% about because it's better to not trade than to eat a losing trade. Because like I mentioned before, if you guys have a profit goal, as long as you guys don't lose or you minimize your losses, which is easily possible trading with us here because we have such a high win rate. You'll be able to, compound and grow that account. Like, going back to what I talked about earlier this week, if you guys want to make 100,000 a year, like a lot of people, that's like their biggest dream, right? To make 6 figures. It's really simple. You just put 100,000 there, you divide that by 12. There's 12 months in the year. You divide that by 4 weeks in a month, divide that by 5 days in a week, since we trade 5 days a week. You only need to make 416 a day, right? So if you can easily make, we'll just bump that up. Say you make 500 a day, which is not that difficult. It's actually really easy because if you look at the profits that people make here trading, US 30 with us, it's, it's simple. Like even Alkin over here, he traded last night. He's already up 1,300. Same with Angela over here. She's up 1,300 trading 3 trades last night. If you're able to lock in 500 with us a day, right? Just a day, 500 a day times 5 days a week, because we trade Monday through Friday. That's 2,500 a week, right? You multiply that by 4, you'll be making about 10,000 a month, right? You multiply it by 12, and there you go. You've reached your goal, 120,000 for a year. Look at the long-term goal, guys. A lot of you guys want to, a lot of you guys try to shoot for like reaching thousands of dollars a day. You don't need to reach $1,000 a day. You can reach 500 a day and you can still reach your goal. There's no need to rush it, right? A lot of you guys try to pass your FTMO in like 2 or 3 days. What's the point? You still have to trade for 10 days. So if you would just do it consistently along those 10 days, you could easily pass your FTMO. Don't over leverage and don't over trade. Like for me, I only take like 1 to 3 trades a day. If you guys have seen my profits here, I don't take that many trades, but I'm making a lot of profit because I'm consistent with everything that I do. Like right here yesterday, I took 2 trades, right? With you guys yesterday morning, I made 1,311 off one account. I have 2 FTMOs. So this is times 2. It technically made about close to 3,000 off my FTMOs. And then my funding talent over here, I made 536. I have 3 funding talent accounts. So multiply it by 3, I made about 1,500 there. So in total, I made about 4,000 or 5,000 across all of my accounts. And that's only taking 2 trades. So just, I want to make it clear to you guys, because a lot of you guys, I see a lot of you guys blow accounts for no reason. Like you guys try to pass your FTMO within like a day or 2, and it's not necessary. Literally you do the basic math and you can see that if you're consistent every day with us here, then there should be no problem with you guys passing your FTMO, getting funded and making, whatever goals you guys want to reach at the end of the month, at the end of the year, at the end of, however long your timeline is. So let's see what we got over here. So, all right, market's gonna open in about 2 minutes. So let me make sure everyone's in the room. Yeah, exactly. So Paul said, that's why I'm not trying to rush my challenge. 2 consecutive days of wins. That's all you guys really need to do, right? You just need to have a good consistency with your trades. The thing is, if you start to get greedy, that's when you start to take bad trades and you start to lose trades when you shouldn't be. So, what I recommend is if you guys want to pass your FTMO, just stick with me in the morning. Stick with me 2 hours a day in the morning. 6 to 8, and then you should be able to do perfectly fine because we don't really lose trades in the morning at all. What happens with a lot of people is they take trades with me in the morning, they make profit, and then they lose it all during Asia session, right? I've seen it happen so many times. So just keep that in mind. I'm just going to keep this prepped for the breakout if we do get it today. Change some stuff here. Let's update this. All right, MT4 is good to go. All right, solid. So market's going to open in about 30 seconds. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I just saw your question, Kip. Kip said, different group, pulling a buy. I think it's early after we sell US 30. Can you show me your analysis and how you would make a decision, K2 decision on that pair? Yeah, sure. I'll analyze it right after, Kip. All right, so market is about to open in about 5 seconds. Kenny said, if I can only make 500 a day, 5 days a week, I'll retire from my other job. Yeah, I know it's very possible, Kenny. I know you've been here for a while, so you know what the possibilities are here. Okay, so price is starting to drop a little bit. Let's see what's going on with the fundamentals over here. Looking at the fundamentals right here, it's right down the middle. It's more bullish than bearish. It's actually pretty up. It's up 175 points. So looking at that right there, what we're looking for here is a confirmation of a strong bullish candle. We just need a strong bullish candle. Once we get that, we can take the trade here. You can see markets moving kind of crazy. Even though the stock market's entirely green, it's still dropping, right? I don't know what's going on this week. This week, the market's been doing this a lot, where even though the stock market's entirely green, look, it's up 160 points. This is all green right here, but price is still dropping on the chart. So I'm not going to fall for that trap. The fundamentals are going to push it back up. It's coming down right here. This is basically trapping people. I'm assuming the retail traders are short right now. That's probably why it's dropping. Yeah, 66% short. So a lot of retail traders are short right now. That's why they're kind of just trapping them in there. They're making them think that it's going to drop, right? But in reality, it's probably going to go right back up. So looking at this right here, this is a trap. I wouldn't enter this trade if you guys see, like, if you guys are looking at this right here, I'm not going to enter this for a sell because the fundamentals over here point towards the upside. I don't really see it dropping that much. There's not that many stocks here that are red. They're majority green. Plus the overall index for the day, the daily index is 152 in the green. So I'm going to wait here. I'm not going to fall for this trap. A lot of people are getting trapped into this. I could already see it. See those big wicks on the bottom? It's probably going to skyrocket all the way back up. So we're going to wait for right here. Yeah, see those big wicks right there? Whoever like chased this drop right here is getting screwed right now because they hopped in and then they wicked all the way back up. There you go. See that strong green candle right there? So here's the, I mean, I wouldn't technically, we have to wait for a bullish signal because this is the opposite signal right here. We'd have to wait for an opposite buy signal. I mean, technically, this is where I would have entered it if we didn't have that sell signal right there. So I'll just keep this marked up right here in case I want to enter for a late entry. But what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for a possible, there you go. So it's starting to spike up. I might take a speculative buy here. No, actually, I'm not going to. It's too risky. If it shoots up to this point right here, then I'm just gonna hop in and I'm just gonna ride it for the rest of the way up. So just giving you guys a heads up there. You know, sometimes you got to think really quick on your feet, especially on a move like this, because there's a lot of market manipulation going on right here. So I think it's going to spike up. That's my guess. But there's technically no entry available right now just yet. So I'm not going to enter yet. I'm so tempted to enter right now because it looks like it's going to spike all the way up. But I'm going to wait. We need to wait for that confirmation of a buy signal there. See, this is exactly why I don't want to hop in, because obviously market's being manipulated right now. So we're going to wait for that right there. And I'm going to wait for it to spike up with a buy signal. Looking over at the fundamentals here, it's still pretty green. It's very green, actually. It's 170 points up. This is all pretty green right here for the most part. You know, Goldman Sachs is up 4 points. Boeing is up 3.4 points. United Health's up 2.7. McDonald's is up 2.2. JP Morgan's up 1.7. Home Depot, American Express, Chevron, Coca-Cola. Pretty much all the big companies are up right now. But there's a lot of market manipulation going on right here. So I'm going to wait for that confirmation. It doesn't look like we're going to have a breakout entry again today, unfortunately. We're probably just going to have to be looking for some scalps. So yeah, I'm going to wait on it. We need that bullish candle. If this sell signal didn't come up, we probably would have entered it, and then we would have gotten caught in the trap here. But thankfully, this signal came up to prevent us from entering the trade because we have no confirmation. There's no actual entry because the requirements haven't been met. There we go. See as it swings back up. If we get a buy signal here and it's a strong green candle, then I'll take it for a buy. Let's see. About 30 seconds left on here. And I'm still tempted to re-enter. So like I mentioned earlier, guys, see, I was mentioning that price is probably going to swing up here. And I was tempted to enter for a buy there, but we don't have that buy signal. So I'm not going to enter yet. If we do get a buy signal, it's probably going to be considered a 1 minute scalp, but we'll see. I mean, I might just keep riding it even higher because I think it's going to keep pushing up even more. But we're still waiting for that buy signal. So before we can take this trade, we need a buy signal. There you go. There's a buy signal right there. Tempted to enter. I might enter with a smaller lot size and then just hold on to it for a bit. But no, it's too risky. I gotta wait for that actual buy signal to close. I don't want to jump the gun and then end up regretting it later. I'm sure that's happened to you guys before. You guys enter a little too early. All right, we got 30 seconds left on this candle. The bias is still pretty bullish. I mean, looking at everything, it's pretty bullish for the most part. Everything is pointing towards the upside. I just need this to close with the signal. If it closes with the signal, I enter. We got about 5 seconds left on this candle right here. All right, I'm in the trade. There we go. So this is a 1 minute scalp actually. It already hit TP, but I'm going to hold on to it a little longer. So this 1 minute scalp here actually already hit TP right here. I'll just give you guys a little update for whoever, caught it for the 1 minute there, but I'm going to hold on to it a little longer because I think it's going to push up higher. So I'll give you guys a little update in the group for whoever caught that right there, but I'm going to keep holding it a little longer because I think it's going to keep pushing up higher. So here's a 1 minute scalp for whoever caught it. Nice work for whoever caught it and pulled out. If you guys want to pull out now, feel free. I'm just feeling a little riskier today, so I'm holding on to it. If I pull out, I'll let you guys know. But that is the 1 minute scalp right there. Nice. Dre took the trade right here. He's up 534. I'm thinking about moving my stop loss in profit. Move real quick. Yeah, this thing's moving so fast. I can't move my stop loss in profit. It's okay. So Dre over here locked in 534 right there. Nice work. Cheryl over here locked in 3,817. Nice work, Cheryl. A lot of you guys locked in some nice profit off that right there. Mark 2 over here. Mark locked in 63 bucks. So definitely great work there. And I should have just pulled out in profit earlier. I'm probably gonna have to hold it a little longer than I want to because of the way that the market's moving. Yeah, I should have pulled out when I was in profit like 1,000. It's all good. I'm just gonna hold on to it. I mean, even if it breaks below here, because most of you guys should have pulled out already, because I already, I mentioned that the trade already ended, but I'm just gonna hold on to it. I have to hold on to it at this point because I was too busy posting up the results and I couldn't move my stop loss in profit and I couldn't close it, but it's okay. I think it's gonna swing back up. So I can hold this trade until it drops like way down here. So I'm not really worried at all. I mean, farther down here actually, because my risk right now is not really that big. I can hold this trade for a long time. So if you guys pulled out already, like the majority of people here, I was too distracted like posting up the results, but looking at everyone here, yeah, everyone pulled out already in profit. So yeah, Cheryl locked in 1,740 right here. Nice work. right here again, 5,300. Nice work, Cheryl. So all you guys here pulled out in profit already. Unfortunately, I'm still holding on to it, but I think it's going to come back up. So I'm just going to chill on it as well. If it swings back up, I'm probably going to pull out, and then I'll wait for the next entry. But yeah, no, for the most part, I think it's going to come back. I mean, it's going to be bullish for the rest of the day. So I'm not really too worried about the position at all. Nice, Chris over here as well. Nice work. All right, yeah, so you guys are doing pretty solid over here so far. Let's see if there's anything else over here. Leilani too. Leilani pulled out of that in profit, made about 1,000 for the day. Nice work, Leilani. Yeah, so it looks like everyone already pulled out. Unfortunately, I'm still the one that's holding on to it, which is okay. You know, it was my bad because I should have pulled out when I hit the TP, but I was posting up and I was pretty much looking at the messages over here, but it's okay because I think it's going to come back up. So I have a lot of risk to hold it for, and I'm not too worried about the trade here. So let me go over here to the 3-minute. Looking at this right here, it's just coming down a little bit. Looking at the 10-minute over here, I'm just going to mark up the open, which would be, yeah, should be right there. There's the open. And then here we go as it swings back up. So you guys can see the huge wick there, right? Huge wick right here. It's just market manipulation. It's you know, it's obviously clear here that it's being manipulated because the entire market is green right here. Looking at the index right here, it's all green. So, you know, just, you know, following basic fundamentals, it's going to have to swing back up at some point eventually, right? That's why I'm not too worried about it. But when it does swing in a profit, I'm probably going to pull out. Because it is moving pretty crazy today. It's moving, it's up 180 points, but it was still dropping over here as you see the spikes going back and forth. So this is the first candle right here. Generally, what happens from this point is price will do one of two things. Price will either continue pushing down or it'll swing all the way back up. And my guess is that it's going to swing all the way back up, right? Because we have a bullish bias here. So completely fine. There you go as it pushes back up. So as you guys can see right here, it's pushing all the way back up. It's just, you know, a lot of market manipulation going on right here. So as it swings up, I'm probably going to pull out and I'm going to wait for another entry because I don't like the way that the market's moving this this morning because it's just it's too choppy, right? Generally, I like it when it moves pretty smooth, but right here, obviously, it's coming all the way back up like we anticipated. So I'm going to let it push up a little bit, and then as it pushes up, I'll probably move my stop loss in profit, or I'll try to just watch it push because I have a lot of room here. So anyways, looking over here at the market sentiment, it looks like a lot of these people are getting stopped out. You can see earlier it was like 65%, 64, 65%. The reason why that number is changing is because a lot of these people are getting stopped out, right? Basically, whoever was a retail trader who chased this drop right here, it shot all the way up, and then they just got stopped out as price continued to push, right? So I'm still in this right here. I was supposed to close in profit because our take profit was actually right here at 100 pips. But unfortunately, you know, I held on to it a little too long. So yeah, I'm back in profit right now. Still holding on to it. I'm probably going to pull out soon though. There you go. So I'm out right there. I made about 600, 700 right there. I should have held on a little longer, but I wasn't trying to play around with this market, especially with how it's moving right here. So let me go ahead and send you guys the, profits that I made off that. Just pull this up over here to make sure I got everything. So you guys can see how it spiked back down. I'm glad I pulled out because look how it's moving. It's not really too worth the risk. So all right, so showing you guys what I made earlier. Let's see. All right, so for this one, oops, put your system here, profits. Let me delete that. Okay, so this is what I made on my FTMO. I'm not going to post like 5 profits because it's the same thing. I already have pretty much everything set up here. So let me go ahead and, yeah, everyone's sending me the profits right now. So if you guys want to send your profits, feel free. But I'll just show you guys what I made on one of my accounts for one of my funding talent, one of my FTMOs, because it's the same thing both ways. It's just double and then triple for my funding talent because I have 2 FTMOs and one funding talent. So there's one right there. And then there's one right there. So as you guys can see, it's pushing all the way back up like it's supposed to. It's just bouncing back and forth. So anyways, looking at my profits over here, we're looking at everyone's profits over here. So this is my funding talent. I have 3 funding talent accounts. I have about 415 off that. So 415 times 3. That's about 1,245 off my funding talents for that one trade right there. And then for the other one, I locked in 710 for my FTMO. So plus 710, plus another 710 right there. So total off that one trade that we just took right here, this 1 minute scalp. I should probably just hold on to it a little longer, but it's okay. The way that the market's moving, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So with all my accounts combined, I made a total of 2,665 altogether. So definitely pretty solid. Anyways, looking over at this over here. So we got, let's see, so a lot of you guys sent your profits in. I'm going to go ahead and let me leave a little caption here real quick. Nice profit. US 30. So, all right, solid. Yeah, so I mean, it played out bullish like we anticipated. You know, it usually always plays out, so it's not really a surprise there. It's the same thing that we've been doing every day so far. All right, solid. All right, cool. So I'm gonna look at everyone's profits right now. So let's see. I'm gonna scroll up from the top. Looking up from the top over here, we had, let's go over here. We already looked at those. Gary over here. Gary locked in down 32K right here. He's taking some pretty nice moves, all straight wins, no losses. Nice work, Gary. Nice, yeah. Gary said, once again, got in, got mine, got the hell out. Exactly. That's how you guys got to do it, right? You guys got to stay on point with your consistency here. Patricia here locked in 4,040. So everyone here locked in some pretty solid profits off that one trade there. Let's see, Larkin over here locked in 587. Nice work, Larkin. Who else? Angela over here, she's up 2,190. Nice work, Angela. And Brittany down here as well. Brittany's up 1,760. Nice work, Brittany. And then we got Kyle over here. Kyle over here is up 482. Nice work, Kyle. See, if you could do this every day, Kyle, you're 100K already. Just do this every single day. Make 500 bucks. You'll make 120K by the end of the year, or a year time from when you started. Patricia over here again. Patricia locked in 4,040. Nice work, Patricia. Salorm over here locked in 1,242. Nice work, Salorm. Maddie over here locked in about 2,000. Yeah, about 2,000 right here. Nice work, Maddie. And then we got Joey over here. Joey locked in 584. So you can see these are all different people here who locked in profits this morning. Semtex too. Semtex locked in 450 in 10 minutes. Nice work, Semtex. So it doesn't matter if you guys have a big account or a small account. You guys can still kill it every day. Leilani here as well. Leilani locked in 972. So I think that's it for now. If you guys have more profits you guys want to send in, go ahead and send them over. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my alerts here so we can start looking for some scalps. All right. Solid so far. I think it's going to be pretty bullish for the rest of the day. You know, just looking over here, as you guys can see, I marked this up on the 10-minute. I mentioned that after the opening candle right here, price will do one of two things. It'll either come back down here or it'll continue shooting back up. And it shot back up just like we anticipated, right? So everything played out exactly how we anticipated. From the beginning of the session, I told you guys it was going to be bullish, and what happened? It was bullish, right? That's the key of having all these confirmations, right? I have the same confluences every day. If you confirm the technical analysis with a fundamental analysis, and it's also going opposite of market sentiment, odds are it's probably going to go in that direction, like almost 100%. So definitely great profits among everyone over here. You know, straight profits for everyone here. No losses, straight wins. So yeah, another great morning to kick it off. We'll just wait for a retracement here. Now we're looking for a retracement here on the 3-minute. I should have just held on to that trade, bro. Check this out. Fuck me. I pulled out like right here. If I held on just a little longer, or actually no, yeah, I pulled out like right here. If I held on longer, I would have been up like way more. Instead of making that 1,000, I would have made like, or actually, so I would have made ×4 of what I already made here. So this is what I made right here. If I held on to this a little longer and just let it push up like I anticipated, I would have made up to 4. So I would have been 10,000 right there. It's all good though. You know, it's not the woulda, coulda, shouldas. It's like, you know, what did I actually do? What I did here, I pulled out in profit. I'm happy with what I made. I still made about 2,665 for the day. So, you know, you can't complain about that. If, you know, if you're making 2,665 a day times 5 times 4 times 12, that's 639,000 a year. So that's why I'm really content with like the profits that I take. I'm not greedy. I'm not like, oh, I could have made 10,000. You know, I made 2,000, which is fine with me. Because it adds up. Like over the year, if you guys can stay consistent and not lose trades like we do here every day, you know, it's a long-term goal. You guys got to keep your eyes on the long-term goal. Don't like think about making these massive profits in one day, which is possible. I mean, it's possible. It's just risky. So looking at this right here, let's see, we got some more people sending profits in. We got Steven over here. Steven locked in 4,773. Nice work, Steven. And we got Tam over here as well. Tam locked in 2,290. Nice work, Tam. I'm not sure if Tam's here on the live session, but definitely great work, Tam. Damn, it's still pushing up. So as you guys can see, the analysis we had is pretty strong. I told you guys it was going to skyrocket up, and look what happened. It's still pushing up higher. I wish I would have just held on to it, but it's all good. We just got to wait for well, I'm waiting for a retracement. So right here on the 1 minute, I mean, this is pushed up way too high. So I'm looking for the retracement right here. And then I'm going to catch it as it swings back up. If I don't get that retracement, if I don't get that swing back up, it's all good. You know, I'm not going to get greedy here, and I'm not going to hop in just because it's pushing up. I'm looking for a retracement, and I'll catch it as it swings back up. You guys got to be patient, wait for that entry. But yeah, I mean, other than that, let's check out the sentiment here. Sentiment at 62%. You can see shortly, like about 5 or 10 minutes ago, it was like 64%. All these retail traders are getting stopped out. This is why we don't trade with the retail traders. If the retail traders are selling, I want to buy. If they're buying, I want to sell, because market usually goes opposite of them. So, and you guys can see over here, if you guys want to see, and if you guys are familiar with like the areas of liquidity that I generally mark up. So I'll just rewind here and I'll show you again. You know, if you sat in on my mentoring session last week, you guys would have seen this. This would have been an area of liquidity right here. This would have been an area of liquidity right here. And this would have been an area of liquidity right here. So what this means is when price, look, price is going to come down from here, right? When price swings back up to this area over here, then I'm expecting it to spike up. Okay, so right here, see how it crossed this area right here? It spiked up, right? When it reaches this area over here, I'm expecting it to spike up even higher, right? Because these are areas of liquidity. Whoever was here for these shorts, their stop losses were placed in these areas. So like, for example, right here, when price reached this area, it triggered all the stop losses. It triggered stop loss hunt, right? Where it spikes up. Looking at this right here, look, when price breaks this area, it's probably going to spike up again. See how it spiked up above there? Right there. This is what we were looking for. See how it spiked up above here? Now, when price reaches this point right here, I'm expecting another spike up, right? Because it's triggering all the stop losses. This is what people call a stop loss hunt. The problem is a lot of people don't know how to identify this. I know because I've been doing this for so long, and I've been caught in these stop loss hunts so many times, so I know where the stop losses are coming. So as you guys can see right there, stop losses got triggered, push it up. Stop losses got triggered, push it up. Stop losses got triggered right here, another push up, and that's when all these numbers right here started to dwindle, right? Because earlier this morning it was like 70%. As every area got hit, these stop loss areas, more retail traders got stopped out. So the number got smaller and smaller. And this happens all the time. Like this is not something new. This is a trap that gets placed in the market every day. And unfortunately, a lot of retail traders get trapped in it. You know, I've been trapped in it myself one too many times. So I don't fall for that trap anymore. Because I'm able to identify this here. So yeah, I mean, you know, this is something that I picked up over time, guys. This isn't something that I just like thought of today. You know, I've been trading for 11 years now. So I got caught in these stop losses a whole bunch of times. Like there'll be a lot of times where I'm taking trades here and I'm like right here, right? And I'm like, oh, this has to drop, right? I'm sure you guys have seen it before. You guys have seen it where you take a sell here, right? Because you're like, oh, this has to keep dropping. It's in a downtrend, right? You're like, oh, there's no way it's going to come up. And then it comes down right there. And then what happens is you guys enter a sell right here. And then your stop loss is like right above there, right? Everyone places their stop loss in the same place. So the thing is, you just use reverse psychology. You think about what the other person's doing. Where's your stop loss at? It's right here. And what happens sometimes is you guys are like, oh, it's getting close to my stop loss. So I'm going to push it back a little farther, right? Everybody does this. Like literally everybody does this. And what happens? They put their stop loss right here next, right at their other previous swing. So check this out. They put their stop loss there and they're like, all right, it's getting close. I'm going to move my stop loss a little further because a lot of people get greedy. This is when greed comes into play. When you guys get greedy, you keep moving your stop loss farther and farther back, right? And then as soon as that happens again, what happens this part? You get stopped out again. So this is it's a classic trap. Like this trap's getting placed every single day, like all day, not just for US 30, but it happens for a lot of assets. And this is something that a lot of people get trapped in. We don't fall for that trap because, we know better than that. So yeah, just, if you guys are wondering what I mean by those liquidity zones, those are liquidity zones because there's areas where stop losses are being placed for whoever's trading in the opposite direction. And it works both ways. It works both ways for sells and it works both ways for buys. It's pretty simple. So yeah, if you guys understand that, that can be a really big factor in you guys becoming more consistent and successful with your analysis. So other than that, let me see if there's anything else over here. Duggan said I should have held, but profit is profit. Thanks, Shawn. Yeah, definitely, Duggan. Man, I'm surprised to see you here, bro. It's like 1 a.m. over there, huh, in Australia. Oh, but you guys are on lockdown, aren't you, over there? So you're pretty much just chilling. You don't have nothing to do anyways. You guys are just home. I saw pictures of Sydney. It's crazy how empty it is out there. Kenny said profits profit on to the next, plenty more opportunities to make more profit throughout the day. Yeah, I know, definitely. Here, let me scroll up to the Zoom real quick and see what else I missed over here. So let me scroll over real quick. Nia's asking, good morning. What indicator is showing you swing point prices? This indicator is a pivot high-low indicator. It's a built-in indicator to TradingView. So if you go to indicators over here, go to built-in, just type in pivot high-low. Or just type in pivot and you'll see, oh, it's right here. It's under pivot, built-ins. So you look at the built-in indicators right here, and it's going to be pivot points high-low. That's going to be, it's going to mark the highs and lows on the chart for you. So we're still looking for a retracement right here, guys. We don't have one yet. Hopefully we get one soon. I'm gonna have to reset my computer because for some reason the I'm wondering if, because I know TradingView updated their application, because I don't get the beeping noise anymore for the alerts. I don't know, I gotta figure this out. But anyways, that's fine. What we're looking for here is we're looking for a retracement and we're gonna catch it as it swings back up. So nothing here. I'm gonna go over here to the Zoom. I'm gonna see what else I missed over here. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. Nice, MTEX tick move up. Dan said I'm holding it, made 50 and re-entered. Nice. Van said I'm still in it too. Walked to the bathroom for 2 seconds and it dropped. Yeah, no, and it swung back up. So you should either be in profit. Well, you should definitely be in profit right now, Vance, because when we entered that trade earlier, it was like way down here. So this is our entry point. If you guys entered the buy from earlier that I called, you should be in profit still pretty heavy, about 800 pips right now. Yeah, exactly, Dan. It's way better if you have multiple accounts because it minimizes your risk because it spreads it across all the accounts. But you could also make a lot of profit when it adds up. Abraham said I'm holding the trade from 34,652. Let me see where you're holding it from, Abraham. 3,400,652. Oh, you're holding from way down here, Abraham. I would move your stop loss to like this area right here. So I'd probably move your stop loss to wherever the previous swing was, either right here if you want to be really tight, which would be 34,763, or if you want to have some cushion, right here would be good too, 34,750. Or if you just want to pull out right now, go ahead and pull out. It's really up to you what you want to do about it. You made a ton of profit from this point already. You've already made about 1,000 1,000 pips. So, I mean, it's up to your you know, to your preference. If you want to hold on to it longer, you could hold on to it. For me personally, I probably move my stop loss really close up to here, about 34,760, just to cover my position. But it's up to you. If you want to hold on to it longer, feel free. You know, we trade differently. I'm very conservative. I don't mind making a couple thousand a day. I don't need to make like 10,000 a day right now, right? Because right now I live a stress-free life, guys. I trade like 2 hours a day. I go on with my day. I do whatever I want. I'm not here like sweating because I have a trade still running. It's you know, for me, I value my my stress rather than making more profit, right? Like, for some people, they want to get greedy and like collect as much profit as possible. For me, I'm happy with locking in like a couple $1,000 a day. It doesn't, you know, I live a pretty laid back lifestyle, so it just depends on you. If you want to keep holding it, feel free. If not, I personally would just pull out and profit. Because in this case right here, bro, if you were right here, if you made about 1,000 pips already, that would be 10,000 profit for my account for the lot size that I'm trading. And if I have 5 accounts, you know, spread amongst all those accounts, that's a lot of profit right there. So I wouldn't, for me personally, I would probably just hold off on it. Let's see. Salarm said, "Good morning, Shawn. Can you please send me the FTMO discount link?" Yeah, definitely, guys. So I'll post the FTMO affiliate link that I have here. I'm not sure if it still gives a discount, but I know it gave a discount when I first had it. So here's the link right there in the Zoom. All right, let me scroll over here real quick and see what else I missed. Nice, yes. Semtex say Abraham's road to 20K day. No, definitely, right? It's possible. I've seen other people here do it, like almost like every other day. It's crazy. Some people are locking like 5,000-10,000 a day, which is great. I mean, it's great that you guys can do that. For me, I don't really like the stress of holding on to a trade when I don't feel really really comfortable with the market conditions. Nice. Yeah. So Paul made some profit off that. Delmas as well. Abraham, let's see. Nice. Paul said stop loss moved in higher profit, getting at least 500 for the buy. Nice work, Paul. So you locked in some pretty solid profits off that. Let me see if I'm missing over here. Yeah, Dan said I'm going to buy multiple. I'm confident in the strategy. Yeah, Dan. I mean, like, you know, our win rate here is so high that I really like. It's really easy to have multiple accounts because I just copy them to every trade to every account. Like my main account would be my FTMO funded, and then from there I just copies to all my other accounts. I'm still not funded with funding talent though. Just FYI, I'm not funded with funding talent. That's why I have 3 accounts with them. Once I'm funded, I'm just going to merge them into a 300K account. I used to be against funding talent. I mean, I still am against them, but you know, why not just pull profit from all these different funding companies since we keep winning here anyways? See, Paul said, nice. Paul said, I went ahead and pulled out another 700, 3 days of wins. Nice work, Paul. Yeah, that's great right there, Paul. So like, for example, here, you know, we talked about this before, Paul. If you make 700 a day, like we could, you know, I'm going to show you guys the basic math here. 700 a day with Paul here, you know, 5 days a week, 4 weeks in a month, 12 months in a year, you're already making 168,000 in a year's time if you keep doing that every single day for a year, or not every single day, but every weekday that we trade. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the retracement too, Paul. Here we go with the retracement signal right there. That's exactly what we were looking for. We just need it to close. Once it closes, we can start looking for the swing back to the upside. Yeah, Kip, same here. Kip said keeps retracing without a signal killing me. Yeah, exactly. I agree. It's waiting for it to I'm waiting for it to push over. See Rick over here too. Rick said, all right, guys, looks like I'm back. Sorry, I had a connection issue over here. We're having a heat wave here in California, so I mean, it's weird. So I'm back here, guys. All right, looking over what I was just covering right now. Rick said almost hit the bed today. So Rick made 1,980 today. Nice work, Rick. Faiz over here made 4,285. Nice work, Faiz. New levels over here made a total of 721 off one account right here, and off new levels other account 1,198. Nice work, new levels. And then Brittany again over here. Brittany locked in 2,192. Nice work, Brittany. And I think that's it for right now. RJ said Gary came through like this thing over here. So guys, yeah, I had internet connection issue. Like I mentioned earlier, we're having a heat wave here in California, so the I don't know, internet connection's been kind of here and there. So I'm back though, so we're good. Anyways, looking at US 30 over here, we had the retracement. Now we're just looking for that buy signal. Once we get that buy, all right, here we go. I'm back again. So sorry guys, I keep getting disconnected. Here's we have a pending buy signal right here on the 1 minute. So let's see, I'm back. It didn't close, so that's fine. All right, I'm back, guys. Hopefully I don't get disconnected again. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the internet connection here. It wasn't this bad earlier this week. It was disconnecting like here and there, but it looks like it's been repetitive today. So it's all good. All right, so I'm back here, guys. Let me see if I missed anything. Let's see, Eunice said news at 7:30 could affect the market. Yeah, I agree. It's oil inventories, right? So we got news coming up at 7:30 in about 24 minutes. We got news for the crude oil inventories. It could affect the market. It looks like it's going to be a big change. So previously it was negative 4.6 million. They're thinking it's going to be even farther less. It's going to be negative 7.9. So we'll see what happens there. But we'll we'll try to see how that affects the market. So once it gets closer to 7:30, we'll probably take a break. But we'll try to catch some trades right now if we can. So anyways, we have a pending buy signal here off the 1 minute. Let me check the fundamentals real quick. Fundamentals are up 264 points. Stock market or the Dow index is completely green aside from Apple and Amgen. So we just need this to close right here. Let's see, we got about 10 seconds left. My freaking internet sucks right now. Dude. Crap, I couldn't even take it. It's all good. All right, so I try to hop into it. I don't know if I'm in it. Let me see. I have an error and now I think I'm in it. Well, whatever. I'm gonna set a TP here anyways to watch it. All right, yeah, so I'm in the position right now. I might have to close out soon though, because my internet connection keeps. Oh crap. Okay, fine. I pulled out of this position right here. I tried to adjust my stop loss, but I accidentally closed it out. If you guys want to hold on to it, feel free. I'm already out of the position though for this 1 minute. So if you guys want to pull out with me, I'm already out. If you guys want to hold on to it, feel free. But I'll give you guys another update on my profits over here. Probably a good thing that I pulled out right there. There's a lot of issues with the internet connection today, guys. I don't know if everyone else is having internet connection issues or if it's just me, but I think at this point I'm probably going to stop trading, because if I keep getting issues with the internet, then it's going to, it's obviously going to affect all my trades, because I can't get in and out of trades. Like for this, I tried to enter it, but I got an error and I re-clicked it again and it entered it. But then I tried to adjust my stop loss. It ended up closing me out. So I will, I'll send you guys my profits and then we'll see what happens here. I don't know if you guys entered it, but I'm already out in profit because of my internet connectivity issues. So let me just screenshot this and I'll send you guys the profits for today. So I got that. And then my FTMO as well. All right, so I will send you guys my profits right now to show you guys what I made off that. Here we go. We got this, and then we got that. So that one trade that I just marked up on the 1 minute, for whoever caught it and pulled out with me around the same time, I made about 290 off my funding talent right here. And then for my FTMO, I made about 570. Or no, I made, sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. Actually, no, that's right. Yeah, so over here, I made about 290 off my funding talent and then 570 off my FTMO. So, those combined right there, if I do the math again for that, basically for my funding talent, I have 3 funding talent accounts. So 705 times 3 plus the one down here, I made it 1,210.52 cents. Plus again, because I have 2 FTMOs, so 1,210 and 52 cents. That'd be a total of 4,536 for the day. So this is why I'm really careful about the trades I take, guys. And I, for whatever reason, I need to be careful with me entering risky trades, because the main key here is to minimize or avoid as many losses as possible, right? If you guys can do that, you'll have consistent gains every single day. So let me just go ahead and edit this real quick. Profit 30. Yeah, but if I keep losing connection, guys, I'm probably just gonna have to call it, not call it a day, but I'm probably gonna stop trading on my own account, because I can't keep getting caught in these trades and then I end up getting disconnected, because it's gonna affect my positions if we end up taking these 1 minute scalps, because it moves too fast. All right, let's put this over here. So yeah, pretty solid profit off that. Nice work, Otto. So Otto took the trade there as well. Otto locked in a total of, I'm trying to let this load. Once it loads, I'll be able to show you guys what Otto made over here. All right, so Otto locked in a total of 1,207. Nice work, Otto. Go to save that. Isaac over here too. Isaac took that buy. He made 190. Nice work, Isaac. All right. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. Tommy said, missed another good day. Bring my laptop everywhere now. Yeah, Tommy, you missed out. Well, today's kind of risky. It's market's just moving kind of crazy at this point. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat. Today looks like a really risky day to trade. So I don't know if I'm going to be trading very much today, especially if I keep getting disconnected from the internet. Because I don't want to take a trade and I get disconnected and I can't pull out, especially for trading on the 1 minute or any of the other, short time frames, 1 minute or the 3 minutes, something like that. So Yeah, super heavy consolidation right here. You can see it's literally just going sideways at this point. So if you guys are still in that 1 minute, I recommend you guys pull out and profit when you guys can, because just the way that the market's moving, it's not really a safe. The conditions aren't safe right now for you guys to be trading. Also, with my internet connection issues, you guys don't want to be stuck in a trade and then not know what to do if I get disconnected again. So my recommendation is if you guys are still in the 1 minute, pull out and profit if and when you guys can, if you guys haven't already. But it looks like a lot of you guys did already. Logan locked in 106. Nice work, Logan. Yeah, so it looks like majority of you guys did pull out and profit. Looks like Maddie's still in it and Dan's still in it. I anticipate it to keep pushing up. Looking at the fundamentals over here, everything's still pointing towards the upside. It's like everything is still pretty green. So I think you guys should be fine. It's gonna be a matter of time before it spikes back up. You know, so it's still up 262 points right now. Yeah, exactly, Dan. A really smart move right there. So Dan said if it swings close to take profit, I'm going to pull out. Don't trust this. Even if you make it in profit, I would just move your stop loss in profit if that happens, or just pull out whenever you guys can, because it's just consolidating right now. It's consolidating super hard. I think it's going to swing back up, but you know, this is what might happen, Dan. It might swing up, hit your TP, and then it'll come all the way back down. So if you don't have a TP set a TP. And if it pushes into profit, I would just recommend pulling out whenever you can. So like, yeah, looking at it right here on the 1 minute, see, it's swinging back in profit right here. There you go. It's in profit. So if you guys want to pull out, I recommend you guys pull out now or soon, or move your stop loss in profit, because it's just, you know, these type of markets are just, they're just wacky. There you go. It's going to hit your TP. There you go, guys. Full TP off that 1 minute scalp. Steven over here is asking for, you guys already know what Steven always asks for. He's asking for these horns over here. So there you go. Full TP off that, guys. I'm going to send you guys an update in the group. So whoever held on to it, congrats. You guys made the full TP. I made close to full TP, but I didn't hold it all the way because of how it was moving. So anyways, I'm going to give you guys another update here off that 1 minute. Great profit amongst everyone here. So whoever was in that trade, you should have pulled out in profit already. Don't get greedy, guys. Today's not the day to get greedy, especially with how the market's moving. It's going into consolidation, so you might get caught in some spikes if you end up holding on to it for too long. See Jay over here. Jay said, "Hey, brother, I calculated my profit today. It says I made 34. When I calculated, I got 90. So yeah, Jay made about 34 today. Check your check your fees, commissions and stuff. Usually it deducts. Started trading. I know I've noticed that before too, Jay. It's been the same situation with me. So Vincent over here locked in 24 bucks off that. Nice work, Vincent. So as you guys can see, it doesn't matter if you guys have a big account or a small account. You guys can still profit here regardless, right? There's nothing here stopping you from profiting with us here. You might have smaller profits, but it's all good. Profit's profit. So Patrick over here too. Patrick locked in about 3,000 for the day. Nice work, Patrick. Congrats. Scroll up real quick, see who else made profit. Mark over here made 162 for the day. Nice work, Mark. Congrats everybody here. Scotty over here too. Scotty locked in 333. Nice work, Scotty. Off 2 trades. So Scotty made some pretty solid profit. That's like someone's like daily salary, like someone's daily salary right there. And we made it within like, 10, 20 minutes over here. Josh over here too. Josh made about 500. Nice work, Josh. Definitely. So Josh said, see 500 for the day on the way to 100K. So like, for example, here you see Josh's, if his goal is 500 bucks a day, like I mentioned before, it's not really that difficult, right? 500 a day times 5 times 4 times 12, it's 120,000 a year. If you can do this consistently every single day. Roman over here too. Roman locked in 417. So as you guys can see, all these people here messaging me are different people in K2. They're not just one person. There's a ton of people here locking in a ton of profits. Maddie over here too. Maddie locked in a total of well over 2,000. So nice work, Maddie. You're like about 2,200, I believe, if you add that up together. Nice profit right there. Ziljan over here. Ziljan locked in 437. Nice work, bro. Yeah, if you guys have more profit that you guys want to send over, go ahead and send them over, and then I'll add them to my to my profits or to the list of profits here to post up at the end. So nice work, Ken over here, locked in 228. Nice work, Ken. Yeah, he said held a little longer, a little lottie. So he took a smaller lot size, but he held on for a little bit longer. Definitely nice work over here from Patricia. Patricia said tried something new with a little gold trade. She locked in 4,776. Nice work, Patricia. Let's see anything else here. I think that's it for right now. Terrence over here as well. Terrence, damn, Terrence is up 6,730. What the hell? Terrence just signed up like on Monday, huh, Terrence? Terrence like literally signed up on Monday. This dude's killing it. His FTMO's on fire. Yesterday he made 8,800. Today he made 6,730. Nice work, Terrence. I'll have to give you another shout out a little later. Cheryl over here. Give Cheryl the link real quick. There we go. My brother Justin over here is my real brother. He made 7,000 for the day. Nice work, Justin. So this is my real brother right here, my little brother. He made 7,409. Nice work, Justin. Yeah, you guys are killing it. You guys are super on point. So yeah, definitely great profits among everyone here. Let me see if there's anything here. Let me check the admin chat real quick. Let me copy this over. Damn, okay. I just got your profit right there, CT. So CT over here, one of our K2 admins, let's see, CT locked in a total of 2,900 for the day for one of his accounts, his main account, and then his other account right here, his copier, 3,984. Damn, so CT's up about 6,000 for the day. That's crazy, CT. Imagine that, CT. If you did this every single day, 6,000 a day, times 5 days a week, times 4 weeks out of the month, times 12 months out of the year, that's 1.4 million. That's freaking nuts. So yeah, CT, keep it up. So CT is one of our admins here. You guys have seen CT in the groups. He's killing it. All right, man. So definitely good to see everyone here on point with all of your profits. We'll look for another entry here. If we can find another one, we'll take it. If not, then we're just going to hold off. Because the market is just moving a little too crazy right now, guys. It's not something that you guys should really play around with because it's just not consistent, right? Looking at this right here, some consolidation. And then like I mentioned before, there's going to be some spikes, right? So a spike down right here, and then it's probably going to spike all the way back up. But it's not something that you want to gamble with, right? You only want to take trades when you're like almost 100% positive it's going to go in your direction. So what I recommend is if you guys don't have to trade, if you guys made your profit target for the day, just take a break, that just come back tomorrow. But if you guys need to keep trading, just be careful, use smaller lot sizes or only take trades that you're like absolutely 100% sure you're going to hit. I'd probably stay away from the 1 minute. I would trade on the 3 minute because it's a little more stable. The 1 minute over here is just way too choppy and it's going through a huge consolidation phase right here. So consolidation, spike to the downside, more consolidation right here, right? It's not really something that you really want to hop into unless you're like really positive it's going to hit. And I'm not positive about the 1 minute at all. I'd be more positive about the 3 minute over here. Definitely, yeah. So Paul said, I'm done for the day. Yeah, probably a good idea to just call it a day if you made some pretty solid profit off that. Hey, what's up, David? David said, good morning. How pips is full TP? Full TP, well, it depends on which strategy you're applying, David. If you're doing the breakout strategy, it's 500 pips. If you're doing the 1 minute strategy, it's 100 pips. If you're doing the 3 minute strategy, it's 250 pips. So it just depends on what you were looking for. Kip said the EC I mentioned earlier is Eurocad. Just realized there's also a CHF. Oh yeah, no, definitely. So I'll analyze Eurocad shortly, Kip. Just give me a second. Let's see. So I'll take a look at EC shortly. Enzo, all right, I got you in the room. Nice. Luis locked in 3K for the day. Nice work, Luis. Congrats. Yeah, everyone took profit already. So it looks pretty solid. Vincent took profit as well. Let me scroll up real quick and see what else I'm missing over here. Let's see. Nice. Paul said another 200, not full TP, but I'll take it. Look at that drop. Congrats to those who pulled out. Yeah, exactly, guys. This is why I recommend that you guys pull out right away, because the market is moving a little crazy right now. Al's asking, is forex.com still the main broker you recommend? I have TD Ameritrade and I'm still learning the platform. I mean, you can use any platform you want, Al. TD Ameritrade is also a good platform. It's just a little more complicated. If you understand how to use it, then you can use it. But if it's if it's too complicated for you, I think forex.com and TradingView would be a lot easier. But if you like TD Ameritrade, you can continue using them. There's no problem with using them as your broker. It's just too complicated to show new traders how to use that platform. So I stopped using them a long time ago. I think it's been like 2 or 3 years since I've used TD Ameritrade, maybe 4 years actually. All right, so let me take a look at Eurocad. Or here, I have my alert set up over here, so I could come back to it if I do get an alert. But this is a retracement that we were looking for on the 3-minute. We wanted a retracement down, and we were going to catch it as it swings all the way back up. So this is pretty much what we're, what we're waiting for here. So just a reminder for you guys here who are brand new, I know there's a lot of new people here. If you guys are new and you guys want to learn the strategy that we applied to pretty much lock in, all these profits here, like, my brother locked in 7,000 over here, CT locked in about 6,000 in total amongst both of his accounts. Terrence locked in 6,000 over here too. If you guys want to learn this strategy that we're doing here so that you guys can do it on your own, because for example here, I only took 2 trades, right? So if you look at my profits over here, I only took 2 trades today, right? I took 2 trades, but if you want to take more trades like everyone else here, like my brother Justin here, he took about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 trades. If you want to take more trades, it's available to you. You just go on the website, k2trades.com, click on K2 strategy course right here, and your profit potential will go through the roof, right? Because for me, I take very, very safe trades. I only take trades that I know are going to hit. So I have a high win rate and I have pretty solid profits. Like I'm probably making a couple $1,000 a day. But if you guys want to make more, if you guys want to level up and just get better and better and better, like everyone else here, like you can see Terrence here, he took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades, or one, sorry, I'm fucking counting's off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6, yeah, 6 trades here. Terrence just joined like on Monday. So for example, if you can learn the strategy, he joined, he understood the strategy, started applying it on his own. Once you start doing that, you can start making, your own profits. Cause I only called 2 trades today, but Terrence took like 6 trades and he's way higher than me. I'm only up about a couple $1,000 today. About, I actually, if you combine all my accounts together, we're around the same, but, on my one account, I'm only up about 1,200. So if he did this with like 5 accounts, like I'm doing right now, he could be up like way more. Like, for example, if you were to do that, 6,730. If you did that times 5 accounts, that's like 33K in a day. So, there's endless possibilities here. It's just up to you if you want to take that opportunity. If not, you don't have to sign up and learn the strategy. You can just stick here and take whatever I'm taking. But if you guys want to, pretty much step up your trading game, this could be your, this could be the stepping stone for you guys to get to that point. So anyways, going back to the questions over here, let me see if I missed anything else. All right, I think I'm good for the most part. I kind of want to go over there to look at your Eurocad kit, but I also want to wait for this US 30 trade. So I'm gonna wait for this candle to close and I'll analyze Eurocad for you really quick. All right, so Kip wanted me to analyze Eurocad. Looking at Eurocad over here. Yeah, so I was, the thing with Eurocad right here is I marked up the sell here because it provided for an entry using the K2SR zone strategy, right? So if I turn these things off right here, this would be the zone strategy because price broke structure. We have a sell momentum right here. We are anticipating price to drop down to this next zone right here. However, the reason why I didn't call this trade is because it's going against the trend, right? If you look at the overall trend here, the overall trend is bullish, right? The reason for it bullish is because the trend meter right here is green. Also looking at the pivots right here, it was currently in an uptrend, but it's starting to shift to the downside, right? So there's a lot of things pointing both directions, but for the most part, this will probably bounce back up at some point. But yeah, Kip, just looking at this here, I think you analyzed it for a buy. Let me go check real quick. Yeah, like you mentioned, you said it was in a tailspin. So you're in a group calling a buy, and you think it's early. I agree. I think it's early too, Kip. I think right here it's starting to shift. But depending on how this candle right here closes, if it closes with a big wick off the bottom right here, then possibly it might shift the other way. But if it doesn't and it closes below here, then it's probably going to push down and test this structure right here. But this is like, it's too risky of a trade for me. So it's not something that I would necessarily want to take, but your analysis is proper, right? You think it's a little too early because it is coming down from this point. However, it might shift up, but you got to keep in mind there's news today. So there's medium news right here. And then there's also high impact news tomorrow. So I think this is what might happen. We might see a small like drop right here. And then when the news happens here tomorrow at 2 a.m., you could probably expect it to spike all the way back up if it's good news, right? So that's something to keep in mind if this is something that you're looking at. So definitely great analysis off that, Kip. And we have the US news right now coming up. We got the news coming up for the crude oil inventories. So crude oil inventories is coming up right now in about a minute. We'll see what happens here. Looks like US 30 might be shifting to the downside. Let's see, Louis said a Canadian dollar and crude futures rose nice today, missed it. Okay, made some money off ES. Yeah, no, exactly, Luis. I was following that earlier too when I was looking at taking the trade earlier for Eurocad. So yeah, I mean, I missed this trade too. This would have been a nice profit right here. Yeah, it dropped like 30, 40 pips. So that would have been nice too. But, it's all good. We missed it, but we made profit off US 30. So that's all that really matters here. Anyways, looking at US 30, this thing's starting to dump a little bit, looks like. So we'll see what happens here. Roman said, how do you feel about scalping currencies? I used to scalp currencies before, Roman. It just depends on what you're trading. There's some currencies that are easier to scalp because they move really fast, like any of the AUD pairs or NZD pairs crosses. So anything that crosses with AUD, like for example, GA, EA, like EA moves really fast. It's kind of similar to a lot of indices. Like it moves about like each candle will move about like, 60 to 100 pips, something like that. If you compare to something like OddCAD, each candle here barely moves like 10 pips. So you can't scalp something like this. But if you're trading something like Euro Odd, you can probably scalp this, Euro NZD, GBP Odd, GBP NZD. So basically any of the AUD crosses and NZD crosses, they're pretty decent to scalp because they move fast. So, I mean, you could give it a try and you could play around with it, Roman, but I haven't scalped them in a long time because my spread's too wide. You can see my spread here is like 6 pips. Depending on your broker, if your broker has tight spreads, you can scalp pretty easily. But if your spread's too wide, it makes it nearly impossible to scalp, right? So that's something to keep in mind if you decide to scalp. But it is possible and it does work very well if you have a good broker that has good execution times and good spreads. And that's another reason why I stopped using TD Ameritrade, Al. So I know earlier Al asked about TD Ameritrade. I stopped using TD Ameritrade because their spreads were just too wide. Once they started offering free, like commission-free trading, like their customer service went out the window and also their spreads, because in order to give free trading, they have to increase the spread, right? I'd rather pay the commission to have tight spreads than do free trading. That's a downside for free trading. That's how they get you. They give you a wide spread so you can never win. All right, so anyways, looking over at US 30. All right, so it looks like US 30 might be shifting a little bit. Let me check the fundamentals over here. It's 7:32 right now, so I'm probably gonna get off the session soon. I usually stop trading by 8. So as you can see right here, market is starting to shift to the downside. Not really strongly, but it's starting to shift to the downside, which is normal, right? We're getting close to mid-market. So the mid-market reversal is starting to prep up. Generally around like 9 to 10, market starts to consolidate a bit. And then from 10 to 12, it starts to reverse for the mid-market reversal. So just keep that in mind. So if you guys have any other questions or you guys want me to cover anything, analyze any pairs for you, cover any of these strategies, go ahead and put your question in the Zoom or in the YouTube, and I can answer any of the questions for you guys. Currently right now, there's not really much for us to look at because we had a bullish bias, but now it's starting to shift to the downside. So if it's shifting to the downside, I'm not going to shift to sells just for like this small period of 30 minutes. Yeah, looking at the news over here, let me refresh it. Yeah, Peter said that the news was bad. Actually, yeah, it was really bad. It was way off. So they were anticipating it to, so last month it was negative 4.6 mil. They're forecasting it to be negative 7.9 mil. It was actually 2.1 in the positive, meaning that there's like a overage in supply of crude oil inventories, right? Like people aren't buying oil right now. It's probably because of COVID. You know, COVID is causing some countries to go back into lockdown. It's also causing people to stay inside. Like over here in California and Los Angeles, you have to wear masks again. And it was weird because I went to the restaurants on Sunday. Usually on Sunday, the restaurants are super packed, right? I went to the restaurants with my family on Sunday to visit my mom, and the restaurants were empty, which is weird because it's always busy on Sunday. You know, people go to church and then they go to restaurants after. I think the reason why they were empty is because they were requiring masks, and people don't want to wear masks, especially in LA. So, you know, it's affecting the market one way or the other. So we'll, I don't know how this is going to affect the US 30. It's probably not going to affect it too much, or that's probably why it dropped a little bit, maybe. But it will affect the currency pairs, like the US dollar pairs. It'll affect the US dollar pairs, like AUD USD over here. You can see that it's starting to shift up, right? When when price shifts up like this means that the second currency is weaker, right? So if price is going up, this means that the first currency is stronger than the second currency. Since the news here was bad for the US dollar, you're going to expect, I mean, it's probably not going to push up that high because it's not a huge deal. It's just, but it is going to be a factor in the market. For example, right here, Euro USD, I was going to call this for a sell. Thank God I didn't, because we would have been screwed. So after that news event happened right there, you know, the impact on the US dollar was that it weakened the US dollar. So price is going up right here because the euro is stronger than the dollar. Going over the GU, same situation, right? The dollar is just weak right now because of the news. Looking over NZD USD, same situation. And you would expect this to possibly, you know, this will probably be flatline though. This probably won't push up that much. And the reason for that is because Australia is in lockdown right now, from what I know. They're in lockdown, or they're in some sort of lockdown due to COVID. So if they're in lockdown, both of the currencies are not doing so great. So it's probably just going to go sideways for a bit. For Euro USD, this might continue pushing up higher depending on how far that news lingers. Same with GU over here. This might keep pushing up as well. So for those two right there, we're probably going to see that push. NZD USD, this is going to be similar to AUD USD. It's probably just going to consolidate a little bit. Looking at USD CAD, see this big drop right here? It's because the dollar is weak. That news happened and it's just spiked price to the opposite direction. So this is why I held off on entering Forex trades, because, you know, we don't want to get caught in movements like this. You know, it's really about being patient, looking for that perfect trade rather than hopping into stuff right away, just because you feel like it's going to go in that direction. Going back to US 30 over here, it's back up. It's now above at 213 points in profit. So looking at US 30 over here, it's looking pretty solid for the most part. What I see over here is if we get a buy signal here within the next couple of minutes or so, I'll take the buy here on the 3 minute. If we don't, then I'm probably just going to call it a day. I'm pretty happy with my profits for the day so far. You know, going back to what I made over here. Let's see. Nice, Jerry over here too. So Jerry locked in a total of 1,572. So great profits over here for Jerry. I'll go down all the profits right now just to show you guys what everyone did for the day. Here's a timestamp for today. I'll scroll up to the top and we'll go from top to bottom. So from the earliest profit today to current. So the first profit from today was from C-Suk. He locked in 1,448. His other account over here, he locked in 9,840. Nice work, C-Suk. Angela over here locked in 1,364. We got Alkin over here. He locked in 1,315. And these are all different people. Cheryl over here locked in 3,817. Mark over here locked in 63 bucks. We got Cheryl again over here, 1,740 off her other account. Her other account over here, 5,300. You can see here that you guys know who in K2 is consistently profitable every day, right? Cheryl is one of those people. She has multiple accounts just like me. We all trade different accounts and we have different profits among those accounts. Like she has 3,000 on this account. She has 1,700 on this account. She has 5,300 on this account, right? They're all different accounts. Scrolling down farther, Leilani over here locked in 972, about 1,000 right there. Albert locked in $72 right there. So as you can see, if you have a bigger account, you're going to have bigger profits. You have a smaller account, you're going to have smaller profits. But regardless, you guys should be able to make profits here one way or another. Albert's other account, he made 569 here. So as you can see, there's multiple people here who have multiple accounts, right? Albert made 72 off this account. This is probably his personal. And then over here on his other account, he made 569. Or actually, this is the same account. Oh, no, it's different. Okay, so for this one, he made 72 off that one. For his other account right here, he made, it's a different profit. So these are two different accounts. Scrolling down, Gary over here locked in at 32,000 for the day. He made some pretty nice trades, full TPs all around. So he let those trades run. Going over here, Patricia, she had 4,040 for the day. Larkin over here, he made 587 for the day. Angela again over here, she made more profit. She made 2,190. We got Brittany over here, she locked in 1,760. Got Kyle over here locked in 482. Nice work, Kyle. Patricia again over here, 4,040. Salora made 1,242. Maddie over here made about 2,000 off that account. Joy made 609 off that one trade we took earlier. Semtex made a total of, I think, 300 or 400. Yeah, 450 right there. Leilani again right here, 972. Steven over here, 4,773. So you guys can see there's a difference between profits, right? Depends if you have a bigger account or a smaller account. Regardless, you should be able to make profit here either way. Tam over here locked in 2,290. Rick over here locked in 1,980. Faiz over here locked in 4,285. New levels over here locked in 721. His other account, he locked in 1,198. Brittany again over here, 2,792 with more profit. Otto over here locked in 1,207. So it looks like the average here is about 1,000, 2,000, a little bit higher for a majority of people here. Isaac locked in 190 right here. Jay locked in 34 right there. Vincent locked in 24 right there. So you guys can see we have members here with small accounts too. Not everyone here has a big account. Some people here have small accounts and, it doesn't matter. They're still making profits one way or another. Patrick over here locked in 2,961. Mark over here locked in 162. Scotty locked in 333. Josh locked in 578. Roman locked in 417. Maddie again over here, he locked in about 2,500, another profit off that. So John over here locked in 437. Kenton over here locked in 228. Patricia came back with more profit. She locked in 4,776. Terrence locked in 6,730. My brother Justin locked in 7,409. And CT over here locked in about 6,000. On top of that, Jerry locked in 1,572. So nice work amongst everyone here. I'm looking for this possible entry right here. If this entry comes up, we'll take it. If not, I'm probably gonna call it a day. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to put them in the chat and I can answer them for you. But other than that, I think I'm probably going to I'm probably just gonna call it a day because I made some pretty solid profit myself. I think I'm up about 6,000 for the day. So I'm not really I don't need to force any more trades, right? 6,000 a day is more than what a lot of people, that's probably more than what I made as an attorney in a month, right? Or not a month, in a paycheck. So like every 2 weeks. So yeah, no, I mean, it's not bad doing this, we've only been on the session for an hour because our live session started around 6:30. So it's 7:41. Basically made my attorney paycheck in an hour. And we do this every day. So that's pretty much all I got to say here. Let me see if I missed anything else. Falcon said oil inventory being lesser than forecast is usually good for currency. It says the same on Forex Factory. Is it? Because the way that I see it, there's different ways to analyze how oil is being classified. Because the thing is, if the crude oil inventories are negative, that means that countries are buying the oil, right? So like that's a good thing because when they buy oil, money's flowing. When people aren't buying oil, it's 2.1 mil. They have like an excess of inventory. That means people aren't buying oil, so money isn't flowing. People are just holding on to oil. So Falcon, I'm not sure. Like maybe your analysis is proper, but this is the way that I see it. If you look at it from a logical perspective, people don't want to hold on to oil. Like when COVID happened, right? The oil inventories were like through the roof. Like it was because nobody was traveling. So there's so much oil and the US dollar is getting weaker and weaker. So your analysis might be right. I can't say because I'm not, I'm not big on fundamental analysis, but from my logical perspective, this is kind of how I see it. Like if there's more oil being, yeah, this right here, let's see. The change in number of barrels held in, and this is only the past week, actually. This isn't even the month. So this happens weekly. Here, I'll read this right here. We'll just see what it says here. So I'm trying to think. Here, let me go over here and see what it says here, because I know you were reading this over here, right? Why traders trade. Okay, usual effect. Actual less than forecast is good for currency. So I think you're looking at it from the opposite, Falcon. So when it says actual less, that means that it should be more than the negative. So like right here is 4.6, right? If it's less, it should be negative, what they're forecasting right here, farther than the negative. Right here was positive, so it did the opposite of this. So I think you were reading it backwards. You were actually reading it what it was opposite of what it's supposed to be. So when it says actual less, that means that it should be more in the negative. So it was negative 4.6. It should have been past like -5, -6, -7 for it to be good for the currency. Right here it was positive, so you just read it backwards. It actually is proper. No, you're fine. You're fine, Falcon. You just read it wrong. Because I figured, that's kind of how I see it too. But yeah, no, definitely you're good. All right, guys. So I think that's it for the questions so far. I don't see anything else over here. Oh, we have a pending signal. So I don't know if I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna take it right away. I might just catch it for like the remainder of the move, but I'm not gonna enter it just yet. So we got this right here. Let me check the fundamentals to make sure that it's good. Yeah, it's pretty green right now. Everything's pretty solid. It looks like it's going to push up further. Let me see where the retail traders are right now. Yeah, there's a lot of retail traders that are short. It's probably a good buy. All right. So I'm in it. If I pull out early, I'll let you guys know. All right, I'm in profit about 1,000 right now. I'm gonna try to move my stop loss in profit. This thing's moving too fast. Try to move my stop loss in profit over here. I can't move it in profit. It's moving too fast. All right, let me see if I can move it in profit. Push up a little more. Go to the 1 minute, see how it's moving over here. Oh, it's pretty solid. It's too volatile right now. Let's see, 239. I mean, it looks good so far. Oh, my stop loss in profit. Oh, fuck, man. Damn, I hate when that freaking happens. It stopped me out too early. I mean, whatever. I moved my stop loss in profit, and because of this, like the pricing difference from FTMO and MT4, it accidentally pulled me out in profit. But I mean, it's all good. If you guys want to hold on to it, feel free. I'm already out in profit, so if you guys want to pull out with me, feel free. If not, hold on to the trade. It's really up to your own preference, but I'm happy with my profits. Fuck, that sucks. It should have been a whole lot more, but unfortunately, I ended up pulling out. I mean, I didn't do it on purpose, but it ended up pulling out a little too quickly because it's spiking around so fast, and my price difference was so different off FTMO. But I'll just take a screenshot of my profits. If you guys want to hold on to it, you guys can. I think it's going to be risky. If you want to pull out in profit like I did, go ahead and pull out. But it's going to be up to your own risk. So let me go ahead and just send my profits here. I'll show you guys exactly why I don't care if I made profit or not, because, or if I pulled out, because this stuff adds up like heavy, guys. Okay, so I'll show you guys exactly what I made right here. So I'll show you guys right over here my profit. So here I am for the day. I took 3 trades. I made like some slight profit here. That was a risky trade, but I hopped in anyways because it looked like a good trade. I locked in about 1,090 for 3 of my funding talent accounts. And then I locked in a total of 1,865 for both of my FTMO accounts. So if you add that up right here, I mean, I made some pretty solid profit. I only took 3 trades, but I made some pretty solid profit. 1,090 times 3, so that's a total of 3,770 or 3,270 plus my FTMO, which is 1,865.78 cents, and then another one because I have 2 of those, so 1,865.78. So that's a total of 7,000 for like this one day for just 3 trades across all my 5 accounts. So, I don't mind that I pulled out early. I mean, obviously I would have wanted to hold on a little longer, but it's all good. I'm happy with the profit that I made today. So this is pretty much all that I locked in during this live session. You guys saw me take all these trades live. I exited. I showed you guys the profits, fully transparent with everything I do here. So let me see if there's anything else here that I looked at. See, Alkin over here took the trade as well. He's up 2,275. Nice work, Alkin. Yeah, definitely nice work. Mark over here too. Mark's up 292. So it's all about consistency, guys. If you guys can keep locking in profits, that's that's all that really matters here. Especially when the market's moving crazy, it's better to take profit and to end the day on a great note than to risk it. But if you guys want to risk it, that's fine. It's probably going to keep shooting up because looking at the fundamentals, it still looks pretty solid. It's just for me personally, I already made this much profit for the day, so there's nothing to complain about, right? I'd rather just take it and pretty much call it a day at this point. Nice, Kimmy too. Kimmy's up 14K for the day. Damn. So Kimmy had some sort of loss right there, but then bounced back with this big win, and then some more profits all throughout this live session. So definitely great work, Kimmy. Yeah, Kimmy said take another buy scalp off an order block. I think I'm done for the day. Yeah, no, definitely. So yeah, other than that, guys, I think that's about it. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to email me. Let me check my emails. I've got about 130 emails to get through from yesterday. So if you guys do email me, just keep in mind that it's probably going to take about a day or 2 for me to respond to you. And then if you guys message me on Telegram, you guys could probably get a quicker response. But also give that a day in case I get too busy throughout the morning session. So other than that, guys, I think that's it for the day. Hopefully you guys locked in a lot of profit. If you guys are new here, if you guys can like the stream on your way out, that'll definitely help us find new people here. And if you guys want to learn the strategy that we just applied, just go on the website, k2trades.com, click on K2 strategy course right here, and then go ahead and sign up for your access to all of the K2 indicators so that you guys can pretty much lock in the same profits everyone's doing here, like locking a 15K day like Kimmy here, trading on your own. So yeah, guys, other than that, thanks for showing up, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for the next live session as we get closer to the end of the trading week. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. If you guys don't have to trade, just go enjoy your day. Go to the gym, go walk your dog, go do something.